Remember the iconic Paradigm Daleks from Series 5? Well, they appeared as the main Dalek variant really only for one story, which was Series 5's Victory of the Daleks. But why only one story? Why? Well, this new Dalek design was very much hated by so many Whovians. But why? Why? The bright coloured design? Possibly. The story in which they were introduced? Possibly. Let's dive into these colourful creatures and discover why they were so disliked, and whether or not they actually deserved the hate. Before I jump into this video, make sure that you do leave a like and subscribe down below. The Daleks returned in Series 1 in 2005 when the show returned to our screens and gave us the brand new Dalek design. This design became truly iconic and suited the Daleks really well. But in 2010, a new look for the Daleks was finally introduced, and with Doctor Who being a show that focuses heavily on change, I was actually really disappointed to see that the Paradigm Daleks weren't welcomed as much. With Victory of the Daleks being the debut story for these brand new Daleks, I do think that this was a big negative as to why people didn't accept them. Victory of the Daleks definitely wasn't a great story. Now, let me just add, the Daleks are my favourite Doctor Who villains, of all time. I love a good Dalek story. However, Victory of the Daleks just wasn't it. For the 11th Doctor's first Dalek story, it should have been a lot better. Even Matt Smith himself actually said that he thinks that they didn't manage to get his first Dalek story quite right. Victory of the Daleks had a lot of ingredients for an epic Dalek story, but they just didn't blend well when it came to the actual plot. That being said, the Daleks were definitely the stars of that story. Also, hold up, I know that I've said the word Dalek a lot already in this video. Yeah, sorry. But hey, why don't you make a game out of it? Take a shot every time I say the word Dalek. Dalek, 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 Daleks, Dalek, Dalek. But back to the Dalek design. Is it the worst Dalek design? No, I don't think so. Is it the best Dalek design? Also no. Okay, but before the Doctor Who community attempt to burn me alive for announcing that the Paradigm Daleks aren't horrible, let me explain why I actually enjoy this version of the Daleks. I actually really love the different sort of roles and jobs of the Daleks that were represented through colour. The White Dalek was the Supreme Dalek, the leader of the new Dalek Empire. The Blue Dalek was the Strategist Dalek, with its role being focused on preparing battle and invasion plans. The Orange Dalek was the Scientist Dalek. This Dalek focused on research and experimentation within the Dalek Empire. The Yellow Dalek was the Eternal Dalek. What is the Eternal Dalek, you may be wondering? Well, we don't actually know. The role of this Dalek was never 100% confirmed, however it was said that it was an important role in the Dalek Empire. And the Red Dalek was the Drone Dalek, essentially soldiers. Oh, wow. You know when you start to say a word so many times and that word starts to sound wrong or really strange? Yeah, Dalek. Dalek, Dalek, Dalek. But like I said, the idea that the different colours were different Dalek roles, I thought was actually really cool and honestly pretty clever. I do think that if the colours were a little bit darker, then these new Daleks would have looked a whole lot cooler. I think that the colours were a little bit too bright. So why the bright colours? Well, Stephen Moffat actually wanted the Daleks to be bigger, which technically they were, and he wanted them to be more colourful. The colours were inspired by the Daleks that featured in the two Doctor Who films, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and Daleks Invasion of Earth 2150 AD. And, I mean, you know, it would have been good for merchandise sales as well. And the designers of the Paradigm Daleks saw the colourful redesign as making the Daleks look more menacing. Okay, whatever you say. But many fans criticised the colourful redesign as looking like Power Rangers or even Teletubbies. Exterminate! So what happened after victory of the Daleks? Well, this Dalek design appeared again later in the series in the Pandorica Opens. They also appeared in Series 6 in The Wedding of Riversong, and again in Series 7 in Asylum of the Daleks. And although the colourful design didn't look great, I do think that the best looking Dalek definitely was the Supreme Dalek. So when the white Supreme Dalek appeared in Asylum of the Daleks, I was pretty happy with that. I do think that the sleek white design does suit the Daleks really well. It just looks really cool. With over 60 years of Doctor Who, the Daleks have evolved many times, with the new Who design being arguably one of their very best and most iconic. But I do think that moving into the future of the show, the Daleks will need an upgrade and will need a redesign. But will the fans be accepting of that? Probably not. So are the Paradigm Daleks as bad as everyone says? I don't think so. No. Will we ever see the Paradigm Daleks again? No, probably not.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the Whovian Commonly YouTube channel. Cool.